So I want to talk so much about the setup details as the result already shown here um, using Bing method or the health checking uh, protocol. So I already downloaded the IP firewall, which is a firewall for detection and prevention of some malwares and the traffic in the internet. After that, I set the IP addresses and the bridge and the NAT IP. Uh, then I check them using the Bing in both machines, which is Kali. As we see in here, we Bing the firewall or IP fire from Kali into the IP fire and vice versa, and the result is down there. We accessing the web through Firefox to edit it and setting the requirement for this assignment. So what we do here is adding a new rule which will allow all packets and allow me to access the web interface from an external network using the red IP. And also we allow or we set provider which are a big or a well-known organization or set of rules that uses, for example, Suricata or Snorts with particular or each company has its own particular set of rules. Maybe, for example, signatures for malwares and etc. And we selected four of them as they appear in the providers photo down. Then we press the customize rule set. I'll show you the next slide. The rule set are multiple of a well-known attacks, and what we actually telling the system that if you sense or if you detect any of these uh, rule sets that I checked, inform the user. So here comes the most important step, which is checking if the firewall is working well by checking the log files. Here we wrote the nmap command within the Kali, and then we check or scans the ports within the system. And after that, as we can notice in the logs, we can see nmap, but with a different category. The first one is like nmap OS detection probe, which is categorized as attempted information leak, and the other one is like a scripting engine user and etc., which is categorized as a web application attack. Maybe it's like the same. We used like the nmap command, and that can be explained maybe by different providers. Like when we have different providers, we will have a different detection style, and maybe this is what caused having different type of attack or of logs with the same attack or the same command. Lastly, we can check the graph that is provided by the IDS, and here we see I've been active for the last hour. I used multiple stuff like ping and nmap scanning, and what's really fascinates me is that the ping is being detecting even though if it's not an attack, and maybe it's due to its signature or just for the user or the owner of the system to know about that someone is trying to access the web. And even like in the system, it specify that the attacker maybe or the other endpoint uses the Bing command. It is specified of, and here is the end. Thank you for listening.